Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today, as you probably can see from my screen, I finally got it, the Challenger skin for Distraction Warlock. So this one was pretty hard. It took me 65 consecutive tries in order to get the boss down, but eventually it did. It's been 5 minutes since I'm recording this one that I got it, and I'm pretty sure that I got some kind of PTSD from doing that, so never again. But I'm going to give you a bit of an overview and how I managed to do the fight. So as you can probably see, I am on 893 item level, and I've got Feudatory of Souls, which is a pretty powerful legendary, and also got the clock that enemies marked by your Havoc take 8% increased damage from your single target spells. So this one actually helped me with the damage on the Torrent, and I could, split the damage between the worm and the torrent. So my talent setup was Backdraft, Revenge Entropy, Mortal Coil. I got with Soul Harvest, and I will explain why. Demon Skin, Grimoire of Service, and Wreak Havoc. So, and I had Mortal Coil, Fear, and Fear. I had Felhunter out in order to get the passive spell. And also I had from the Grimoire of Service, I had the Felhunter, which is an instant interrupt on a 1.5 minute cooldown. This was an emergency cooldown again. So how I did this fight is I started on the big guy. Make sure to interrupt the Fel ability that he's doing, because it's pretty much one shot. If you don't want and you have enough HP, you can actually soak the first one. Only the first one he's going to cast. You can actually soak this one, and I do not recommend doing it, but if by, I don't know, if something happens and you actually failed it, then you can actually survive from the first one. After this, you will have lost the shield from Demon Skin, so it will be a huge pain in the fucking ass. And so the fight starts. You've got the Torrent to DPS. Make sure you interrupt the Fel cast that he's doing, and then move away from the pools, move away from the Fel Novas that he's doing, a Fel Eruption or something like that. It was like it created a mountain or some spikes from the ground, if you like. Move away from them. You've got it has a lot of time before it actually hits the ability. Just goes on and you instantly die. You have a lot of time. Don't panic once you see that. So you can actually cast Fear, and this is why I would like to tell you, this is the only reason I didn't took Fire and Brimstone, and I took the wonderful Soul Harvest, because if by the time he's doing the Earthquake, if you feared him, by the time he starts casting it, you cast Fear, then you will have no eggs and no worms. That's how it worked for me. So again, if you do this, you really don't need the Fire and Brimstone, because you won't be doing splash damage, and Soul Harvest will give you a very nice boost during the phase that you got both the Torrent and the warm-up. So this one will increase your damage output. Fear the guy as soon as he is doing the Earthquake. Make sure you move to the patches on the ground that's like a rock or something, because the worm will kind of move around and he will lose stacks from this one. Make sure you've got flasks, potions, the Drums of Fury on you, and also you got a foot bath, obviously. And once you repeat this process a lot of times, you will eventually kill him. It's not that hard, but damn, if something goes wrong, for example, you get stunned by the worm at the last minute, it's pretty much a wipe if he's casting the Fel Beam. Well, what's called the ability? PTSD again, sorry guys, I can't remember the abilities. So, yeah, it was quite a challenge, but for an 893 item level Warlock, as you can probably see for myself, I did it. Thank God, never again. So guys, this is for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you find it helpful, or hell, I don't know. Just make sure you use this setup. You use Fear. Fear is essential to this fight. and you will eventually get him. Thank you very much, guys. See ya.